Forgiveness isn't what you think, it's what you've forgotten. We've got forgiveness all wrong, we've weaponized it, we've turned it into performance, penance, or power play. We've mistaken it for superiority, spiritual bypass, or passive acceptance. But true forgiveness, the kind that actually frees the mind, has nothing to do with saying it's okay, because it wasn't okay, but it also never really happened. Let's start there, and let's go deeper. If God never condemned, what's there to forgive? You think you're healing, but you're just rearranging guilt furniture in a dream house. The sofa still smells like betrayal. The mirror still reflects blame. But the house was never real to begin with. That's the breakthrough. True forgiveness isn't a pardon, it's a wake-up call. You were never attacked, you were dreaming, and now you're mad because it felt real. That's the ego's trick, convincing you that illusion is evidence. But pain doesn't mean what you think it means. You don't let go of people. You let go of your judgment, because it was never about them. They were your mirror, not your enemy. And what you couldn't stand in them, it was unhealed in you. The ego says, they did this to me. Spirit says, you did this to you. Truth says, nothing happened. That's not denial, that's awakening. If it still hurts, you haven't forgiven. You've negotiated. You're still charging interest on a debt you fabricated. And no wonder you feel broke. Spiritual bankruptcy always begins with a false debt ledger. Forgiveness is not spiritual approval. It's spiritual amnesia. You forget what never was, because you remember what can't be lost. Every unforgivable person is a part of you, calling for love. Ignore that calling, and you'll keep walking in circles, blaming echoes. You'll think they're the problem, but it's the mind's refusal to see unity that keeps you haunted. You don't forgive people for what they did. You forgive them for what they didn't do. Because in truth, they didn't do anything. Only in illusion can someone hurt you. You say, I can't let go, but it's already gone. What you're clinging to isn't the act, it's your interpretation. It's the story you keep rereading like a script you forgot you wrote. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's X-ray vision. You see past the mask, past the body, past the guilt, and find God hiding in your enemy's face. You don't need to forgive for your peace. You need to forgive because there is no peace until you stop believing someone owes you. If you can't forgive, you'll never touch the guilt in your own mind. You'll just keep outsourcing it and calling it justice. Forgiveness says, you are not what I thought you were, and neither am I. We both bought into a lie and called it reality. Let's wake up. You call it betrayal. Heaven calls it projection. You're mad at your reflection for not being prettier. That's not justice, that's self-harm. You say, I forgive you, but deep down you mean, you still owe me. That's not forgiveness. That's ego disguised as spiritual maturity. True forgiveness doesn't end in a tearful hug. It ends in silence, where the story collapses and the self you thought was wrong disappears. You want to forgive? Drop the script. There's no character, no villain, no plot twist, just a dream you wrote, and forgot you were the writer. They didn't do it. You dreamed it. And you believed in the dream so hard, you crucified them for starring in your projection. Time to resurrect, and the only cross you carry now is the one you lay down. Forgiveness isn't about freeing them. It's about freeing the you that never existed. That false self, gone. The one who was hurt, gone. And what remains is peace. Not a peace that has to be earned, but one that's been waiting for you to remember you never left.